Hello, LVR members. Welcome to our candidate interviews for this year's election for the 2025 LVR Board of Directors. I'm Josh Campa, your 2024 president-elect, and I have the pleasure of serving on the LVR election committee as well. I'm here today with Britney Gaitan, who is a candidate for the 2025 vice president position, and we're going to discuss some important questions to help our Realtor members get to know this year's candidates. Britney, thank you for being here with me today. Let's get into our first question. Taking on an officer position at LVR requires a major commitment of time and energy. Attendance at events like committee meetings, board meetings, professional standards hearings, and many others are required. Additionally, you may also be invited to visit other events within the community as well. Tell us what you've done to prepare for this personally and with regards to operating a successful business.
Thank you so much, Josh. I first have to say I am so excited to be here. 27 years serving as a Las Vegas realtor. I didn't dream that this would be possible and I would be in this seat. So I just had to share that I'm just so grateful to be here. A year and a half ago when I walked in as a director, I was a little shaky with that, and I knew I had systems, and I knew I had systems at home, and I had systems with my my high producing business, but I hadn't tested them. I hadn't tested them to see how they'd run when I wasn't there, and I felt like I had the right people in place, and and I was ready to take this position on and give it my all for the members. Now here I am, 2 years later from when I started running that election. I'm going into an officer's position, getting ready to take on double the commitment. And I feel like right now I couldn't be more ready. My systems are in place. I've managed to maintain my production. In many regards, I've exceeded production, and personally and also financially, I've done some things, and that's taken consistency. It's taken discipline. It's taken proven, day-to-day systems. And I'm excited to bring that to the executive team and to bring my consistency and discipline and my business skills to this team and help us succeed.
Thank you, Britney, for that answer.
Sorry if it was a little long-winded, but
no worries,
I'm
Britney.
so excited.
No, thank you for your thoroughness.
Yeah.
For our next question, can you tell us in your own words how you think the LVR board and the MLS board work together as a team? What role do you think MLS plays in the leadership of Las Vegas realtors? So
again, a year and a half ago, I had no idea what this meant. And going in my first year on the board, I seen some divisions, some quiet things like not just, flowing the way that they should. And I really wanted, and it was my goal to understand the MLS board, because even running as an LVR director, MLS is our most important tool. I mean, it's what we need every day to succeed. And it's so, we need to keep it relevant. We need to keep it, efficient. We need to keep it, litigation proof and keep our agents successful. So, again, I didn't understand what that looked like, but I have made it my mission the last year and a half to get to know, John Fleckenstein, to get to know, to get to know our other MLS directors. And, LVR board is responsible for placing those directors and making sure that they're the right people and they're the smartest people and the best people to handle that position. And so I think it's imperative that we work as a team, and we figure out what's important to them and how we can support them, and how we can make them, successful and thrive as well and make their board successful. So that's definitely been my goal, and I feel like I have a lot of work to do, but I have really, really taken a good crack at it this year.
Thanks so much for that answer, Britney. Next up, in your opinion, in order for LVR to continue to grow, what are one or two issues that must be addressed by leadership over the next 3 years?
The number one thing that we have to stay forefront with is the litigation. We have to be very conservative financially. But we also have to put the best legal team in place, keep the best legal team in place, and then also make sure that we have the best plans. We have the best communication with other associations. My involvement as an NVR director and my involvement as an NAR director this year has given me so much insight in the litigation and into the lawsuits and really what we need to do here locally to make sure that our agents thrive through this time and we protect ourselves and we make sure that we can protect ourselves in the future and land on top.
So important.
And then the secondary thing, because you did say two. So sorry for being long-winded again.
No worries.
I'm so excited and nervous, of course. Number two is the technology, is the MLS. Like we have to stay, keep our agents, forget about the different the different portals and the different, they want transaction desks. They don't want Remind. We've known that. We're up for a contract renewal. We need to make sure to give the members what they need to thrive in this market. So keeping the agent the center of the transaction. I feel like as a producing agent where I'm going from, I don't have a large account. I don't have, hedge funds, major investors. I don't have things like that. I'm one deal to the next. I work by referral. I work diligently every day on getting my next transaction, like many of these agents, and helping them thrive and stay relevant in the center of a transaction and understanding their value right now is the most important.
Understood. Thank you for that answer, Britney. And for our final question today, if you can change one thing about LVR right now, what would it be?
I have to really tell you, when I thought about griping, when I started my leadership journey, I came down here and I got involved. And I always recommend if you're going to complain, get involved. But when I watch with 15,000 members and the 10th largest association in the nation, we're running a pretty efficient operation here. What I would like to see and what I think is the most important is, there's no reason why anybody should take a class outside of this building, a CE class or anything otherwise. And we should have the most relevant material. We should have the best instructors. We should have classes that help people succeed, have confidence, and understand that in any market they can thrive. And I mean, these markets, this is where the cream of the crop will always land on top. And so getting that education piece and getting that, making sure that we have the best classes for success is, I think, where I would like to see some work done this year.
Awesome. Some great points, Britney. Well, thank you so much for being here with me today. And thank you for your commitment to volunteerism at Las Vegas Realtors. LVR members, make sure that you remember voting starts Monday, August 5th and ends on August 7th at 2 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.